When Eastern culture meets Western adventure in the high mountains of the Himalayas, expect the unexpected.
And I refuse to believe that this is not possible.
That is what we came for, right there. Ski the Himalayas, Episode 3, the making of Not for Air stories coming out of Ski the Himalayas 2, the film. This is Ben Clark. I'm joined by John Miller, and we're in Jomsom dealing with a serious problem. How are we going to have an expedition without an expedition?
If you haven't been watching the podcast, start from Episode 1, because the story gets a little complicated in Episode 2.
So, just to get you caught up to speed, not possible is what we're working back from. For us to go from Jomsom to Seribang is to go this way, and this takes nine days, or to take this way, and the donkeys have to stop here. So not possible to get donkey gear. Our base camp is here, so we must all carry. But big thing is, we have 8 days, which is many days for climbing. But if it's going to take 8 days to get there, we only have 4 days for climbing, if even we get there in 8 days. And the donkeys have to stop here no matter what. So there's no way to get the donkeys into here. It's just like, these guys are just screaming and yelling and talking fast, and no one has any idea what's going to happen now. Because these donkey guys want to work. Our guys want to work, we all want to go. Then Gilu does this confirmation here in a second.
Not possible for this way the donkey.
No. It's like, Gilu, that's exactly how we just started the episode, isn't it? Like, it's not possible with donkeys.
And you show up and you have as much time as you've got, but we're now looking at having no time, which is very strange. We're like, we're going to be here for 20 days.
And there's not enough time to go to one mountain.
One's business with his horses, which I can totally understand, but it's like, okay, you're not helping the situation. Let's figure, hopefully we can find somebody who can. And I refuse to believe that this is not possible. Absolutely refuse. We know it's possible.
So the problem is horses, because for people this is 4 days, but when now we have the horse, this slows down everything too much. So if the horse makes not possible, people make possible, but I hear no people there coming.
Now
no people.
Now it doesn't time.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's big. Yeah, this festival makes no one want to work. Understand that? Well, what? So how do we make possible?
We know these guys will get it done. I'm not afraid about that. Just the usual like stress for I thought this was figured out. And it sounds like these guys got blindsided too, because they were talking to somebody else. Oh, hey, no problem. Now it's all of a sudden problem.
We cannot get porter. It's not possible because it's big festival.
Yeah, big festival.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. I mean, I'm confused. Gilu is such a hard-working man, and he knows this place. I think that we have to. It sounds like we only can go here. We're going to have to hike for like 4 days and then suddenly spend like a week ferrying our gear to the base camp because the horses couldn't get there because there's no food. It's all alpine terrain. There's no water or food for camping, and we don't have many staff. We don't have enough people, and we're going to use the donkeys.
And we'd never do things the easy way. Typically people come the opposite direction with porters from further along the trail.
But it's longer.
So we had planned a short circuit.
I don't see how, if we don't go there, it's going to be, a bit of a disappointment.
That's a bit of an understatement, perhaps.
by day 4 or 5. But I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's optimistic thinking we're going to be able to get all our gear
You can't.
to camp on day 6.
Not without
I mean,
porters.
That's going to be, we're going to need to make multiple trips if it's just like 6 or 7 of us hauling gear.
Very hard.
You know?
Yeah, I just think the horses make the whole thing impossible. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's okay.
Reality has begun to set in.
I think the biggest problem is just horses aren't going to work. We can't do Annapurna. We can't do Mustang with horses. And so we can't do anything right now. My question is, how are we going to make it possible to do something? And we've already paid to do a lot of money to do. Yeah, going to Mustang is not a very cheap trip. With very small, I mean, we don't have any people. I mean, I'll carry my pack with the skis on it all the way in and ditch everything here if I need to. That's doable. But I'd still, is that going to get us to base camp? I don't know. How to make expedition with no expedition. Yeah, we just kind of end up just like, whoa, you know, go inside, hang out, get out of the sun, not think about it for a minute. And then we meet this guy who has some more advice.
13 matter. So you only have 13 days.
14 days we have.
Yeah, because we thought it takes 4 to 5 days to get to base camp.
You know Pete?
So he tries to tell us to go to these other mountains and climb, but they're kind of a crapshoot. It's like,
So you know if you can't do that,
you know, we don't need all the people. Do we go in there and just kind of wing it into some places we don't know? I've seen these peaks and I think they're certainly lower angle, not going to be avalanche hazard. You know, I think they're safe. But I just want to be more informed before we commit to walking in there.
Just a big part of expedition climbing is the hurry up, wait, and deal.
What can we do moving forward with these guys in terms of what nothing?
We're strictly waiting to see if we can find porters.
I know, but do they know that?
Yes.
Yeah, he's sitting right there.
We could jump and run right now, and that wouldn't change anything because we have no permit. So as soon as we find out time-wise, like our D-days can probably be tomorrow night.
Yeah.
These guys yesterday were asking us, you know, do you have any reality TV show, drama? That's like that. We don't have to manufacture any of that.
Yeah, there's always plenty of drama when you come to the fall. Nothing is you know this.
Poor Gilu's just like, oh God.
Yeah, he knows how it goes. Whatever logistics are further necessary. And I mean, I've been here 9 times, and it's just like, oh my God, I'm racking my brain for what to do and where to go.
Wise, like if possible, can we just swap all our stuff that we've already paid for?
Yeah. I mean, I think we definitely gonna get a stab over 20,000 feet at the peak and get climbing and get skiing, get everyone up there. As a plan B, knowing this area and having been here so many times, dude, Thorn Peak is a wake up at 3 a.m. summit climb. It's a long day from 17,600 to 20,200 feet, but it's completely doable. I mean, I did it with Tim when he was 46, and he was in good shape because it was after he'd had pulmonary edema on Shishapangma. So we're talking about what we're now looking at doing, which is something that I've done before, I'd done a few years before, and it's like, I don't want to change it up and go do some crazy new thing I've never heard of or seen after months of planning to do something else. So it's pretty wild, like doing expeditions here, as you can see, it's like even with a lot of experience, there's still always some kind of a snafu, and this was the very first time, not even getting off the ground on a trip that it failed. Pretty amazing. I think it was Yvonne Chenard who said, there's no good adventure unless the adventure just goes totally wrong. Maybe I'm paraphrasing. All right, folks, stay tuned.